Hey everybody, meteorologist Sarah Gannon here. A look at your Tuesday weather check. Happy Tuesday everybody. Hope you had a great weekend and a great start to the work week. As we gear up here for the upcoming, looking at a Wednesday and the late week, another round of some fog possible heading into tonight and tomorrow morning. So definitely use some extra caution there for that morning commute. But we're also looking forward to some more sunshine, drier conditions here this week. Overall looking to see maybe a touch more summer-like conditions. So if you're watching on Facebook, feel free to drop any questions, comments, concerns, or just say hi. Let me know where you're watching from in the comment section. If you do have any questions or anything like that, I'll do my best to try and answer them here on the stream. So we'll just kind of dive right in. Look here at your first alerts. Keeping fog in the yellow category heading into tonight, as we do look at the potential for some areas of fog possible again overnight into early Wednesday for your Wednesday morning. We may have to watch out for some areas of dense fog, and I would not be surprised maybe to see any fog related headlines coming from the National Weather Service late tonight or early tomorrow morning. So something to monitor, giving you that first alert to foggy conditions possible for your morning commute. Then as we move into the late week, we'll look to track more high temperatures into the 70s, even looking at plenty of sunshine. So overall looking to be much drier here for the week versus the periodic rain chances that we had last week. So again, kind of your friendly reminder, first alert to those foggy conditions for Wednesday morning. We may even see fog possible again heading into Thursday morning, something we're going to watch here pretty closely, at least for tomorrow. I'd say anywhere from around 1 to 8 a.m. Probably the best timing to see any fog potential in our area. So reminder, during that morning commute, make sure you're using your low beams, those fog lights, especially low-lying and valley areas, looking at a greater concern there for those foggy conditions. So looking at our visibility planner here, especially as we head towards tomorrow morning, looking at the greater concern for visibility. And I'd say it might kind of vary a little bit depending on a specific town, or again, kind of that elevation maybe playing a role in there as well. So again, 1 to 8 a.m., best timing there for those foggy conditions. Quiet skies out there right now as we check in with your future track radar. Kind of zooming out a little bit further here, high pressure gaining control of the upper Midwest, and that will kind of settle in here for the region. Notice all of the high pressure that's building in from the west there. You can see looking forward to more quiet skies and just kind of a quieter pattern for the late week, and that will extend into the weekend. So if you're looking to get outside or just kind of maybe tackle some outdoor chores here as we move into this fall season, great weekend probably to just spend some time outside, or just maybe check some things off your to-do list if you've got one of those. As we look at temperature-wise, low 60s here for many of us, and again, notice those dew points. We're into the upper 50s, low 60s for many of us, and again, kind of that perfect combination of temperatures and dew points being within, say, 1 to 2 degrees of each other, and light to calm winds. So we have, again, that perfect combination for that fog development here later on tonight. So looking ahead here with future track, as we move into the overnight hours, things will stay pretty quiet. Overall, looking at some clear skies here, but as we move into that morning hour there, Wednesday, we'll look to see that fog rolling in as well. So expecting to see some foggy conditions for your Wednesday morning commute. And as we move throughout the daytime hours on Wednesday, should be managing some nice sunshine here for the region. So some good news there. And in terms of temperatures, things will be relatively seasonal here to kind of kick things off for tomorrow. Upper 60s, low 70s there. But I do think we'll be back into those mid-upper 70s as we move closer to the weekend, maybe even taking a run towards that 80-degree mark there by Friday. The good news is, though, here, we may still have some of that summer warmth still lingering around, but the good news is dew points looking to be much more comfortable, mainly staying into the 50s. I do think by the weekend here, we could be looking at even drier conditions. So morning temperatures may feel a little crisp with that lack of humidity there for the day, to kick off the days. Looking a little bit further out here, 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, and this will be for our high temperature. So as we start to move into early October, those first few days, Climate Prediction Center does have the upper Midwest, southeast Minnesota, northeast Iowa, south Minnesota, north Iowa, about 80 to 90% chance of seeing above average temperatures. So, and we just kind of got a little snippet there in the next 5 days. Looking a little bit further past that, so heading into next week, probably a good chance of a lot more 70s, maybe even sneaking in a couple low 80s possible there. But essentially Anything that'll be above those upper 60s, low 70s will be considered above average here for this time of the year. And as I mentioned, the weekend looking pretty fabulous. We're starting to get into that fall season. Thought I'd take a quick look here at some of those fall colors. We're starting to see some of those fall colors appearing there on the leaves. This is from explorefall.com. I know we've got the Minnesota DNR. Great spot to see how those fall colors are coming along here in the state, in Minnesota. And I believe maybe the Iowa DNR may be having, and Wisconsin DNR having some different things on their sites. I haven't checked those out personally, but I do know the Minnesota DNR website does have kind of a fall color finder. That's a great spot if you're looking for maybe a specific state park to check out. That will kind of show you how those fall colors are doing right around that general area, that specific area. This one is explorefall.com, so another website you can check out. In this case, this is looking at how those fall colors are today. Most of southeast Minnesota, northeast Iowa kind of sitting at that low color or maybe little to no color. But if you're looking to head into the Arrowhead region of Minnesota, up towards International Falls, north of the Fargo area, more in that moderate color. So starting to see more of those fall colors peeking through. As we look ahead in the next 7 days, so in the next week, so by this time next week, most of southeast Minnesota, northeast Iowa should be into that low color. So we really, I think, should start to see a little bit of some changing now here as we move into the next few days. So things certainly starting to look a little more fall-like here in the coming days, despite more of those summer-type temperatures kind of sticking around. But we'll get to that 7 day here in just a second. Look at your Wednesday morning forecast. There's 7 a.m. as you're heading out the door. Don't forget about those foggy conditions. That is a possibility here for the region. Just use some extra caution for that morning commute. Temperature-wise, sitting into those mid-50s to kick off the day, and I do think we should look to burn off that fog by about 8, 9, 10 o'clock, depending on your location. Today, it kind of hung around a little bit longer in some spots, but as we look at that 7 day forecast here, you can see heading into early next week, still seeing those above average temperatures, upper 70s for the region. Nice dry conditions, so again, a good stretch of weather here the next few days to spend some time outside, enjoy some of those warmer conditions. But while the calendar clearly says it's fall, we are in meteorological and astronomical fall. Temperatures, though, still kind of grasping at more summer type conditions. So I'll kind of check on the comments here, see if no comments, but hey, thank you to the folks that are watching here this evening, and maybe if you happen to be catching our stream a little bit later tonight, feel free to drop any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that there into the comment section on Facebook, and I will try and keep an eye on that here later on tonight, see if I can answer any questions that you guys might have. But hopefully that means we're kind of diving through the forecast here, pretty easy peasy. And hopefully that means I'm explaining it pretty well. So I hope everybody has a great rest of your night, a great rest of your week, and we'll see you again here on Thursday for another look at weather check for the area. So have a great one, everybody.